close to the end. We're close. But here we go. Finally, she is back. I'm not alone. Today I'm joined once again by Kuro. Hello, Kuro.
Hello, dear Lit. I've been waiting. Hold on.
Good. Oh god. Yeah, I was just saying, I apologize for how long it took to get my stream back up and running, but now everything is green, everything is fine, there are no dropped frames, everything is looking good, and we can continue the main story. But before we continue the main story, I did want to ask you, Krupp, what happened last time?
What didn't happen last time? So, we have storyline number 1, which is Ilbert is sus as heck. And he's part of he's the commander of one of our divisions, and he was also supposed to meet with Alfino in Ul'dah, but I don't think that ever happened, because he's not in Ul'dah and Alfino went there. Then we have storyline number 2, where we found the head of a dragon who's supposed to be dead, but apparently he's not, and he gave us a baby dragon, and he's like, this will protect you, but I will also strap you of everything else. Then we had third storyline of Ascian suddenly appearing and Monbrida sacrificing her life to kill an Ascian for some reason. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's the fourth storyline where the same dragon also wants to destroy Ishgard, so we have to negotiate with Ishgard as to what will happen next. There's also the fifth storyline where the Empire suddenly became more lively again, so we have to watch our borders because something's going on there. Did I miss something?
Yeah, there's been a lot that's going on. There's a lot of problems as well with what's been going on, just story-wise. Just how much they're trying to do at once, and it can be difficult, remembering things. Another important thing to bear in mind, which they did touch on, they did remind us, is that the Garlean Empire and the Legion that is currently occupying Eorzean, they're not aligned anymore.
Yeah.
Remember, because the emperor was killed or he died or whatever.
No. It was the leader of the Legion. We assume is dead. We don't know that, but we assume is dead. And at the same time, the emperor died. So
yeah.
So the Legion became without a leader, and then also Empire became without a leader, and there was a war of succession. I mean, not war, but there was fight for succession of the whole Empire. And the Legion for a while actually it's kind of the odd part of the Empire, because I remember they saying something that even in the past they didn't necessarily agree with what the Legion was doing. So
yeah, kind of. So something that happened, which is what I was getting into, is that now the Empire does have a new successor. Now they do have new upper management, but for some reason, we don't know why, but for some reason, even though the Legion that's here in Eorzean doesn't have a leader anymore, or their commander was just killed, we just dealt with all that stuff, and a lot of their stuff is in flames, they didn't return back to the Garlean Empire. They didn't go back and regroup and try and make amends or anything like that.
If you remember,
which is a little bit odd.
If you remember, also part of our assault at the end of the Realm Reborn was to cut off the Castrums as much as possible from the rest of the Empire, so maybe they can go back. But at the same time, I will say that wasn't the whole Legion made up of people from conquered countries anyway? So wouldn't they just without a leader, would they just try to go somewhere not Empire?
Well, it's meant to be the Empire itself is made up of, a bunch of conquered places. It isn't just this Legion that's here. It's the Empire itself, right? Because it just conquers everything, right? So the reason why it's weird is, one, I'm pretty sure communication isn't cut off from them. I'm pretty sure their communications are fine. What just happened while we were encountering the dragon head is that we found out that their supply lines are cut. So because of that, like, they're struggling in that sense. But that's also why, like, I'm a little bit confused as to why they're just sticking around. Like, even if like they were still I guess loyal to the cause of taking over this place and harnessing the power of primals, which is, I guess, their original goal. Like, they just don't have any kind of leadership to really push that.
Yeah.
So really, like, they should have all just like disbanded, and they should have all just like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they have no reason.
Still here for some reason.
They have no reason to be loyal to the Empire, right? When they are they are on enemy territory, and they have no supplies from the Empire. Like, they have no reason to stick there.
Yeah. Well, as in, they have reason to be loyal to the Empire, as in to, like, flee and return back to the Empire,
I guess
right?
So.
Like, that's what I would say, which is why, like, I'm confused as to why they're still here. They don't have a purpose right now. That's why I'm like, like, why are they here? So hopefully that gets explained. You know, maybe someone else took over command, and they have enough, like, resolve to lead everyone. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, we know it's not any of the old legatuses or whatever the name was, because we killed 2 of them and Nero just left.
Yeah, like, see, like, this is what I mean. Like, they all should have been like Nero, where Nero, he's just like a rogue. He's doing his own thing, you know? Like, that makes sense, right? He's got his own ambitions. He's got his own plans. I feel like that's what should have happened to literally everyone else, but they're,
Also, I'm still confused about the fact that we just let Nero go, considering he's a war criminal, but whatever.
You know, he saved the twins. Who died anyway.
Does it cancel each other out? He's still a war criminal.
No, it's look. We put that on what's the guy with the white hair? Sid. We put that on Sid, okay?
Yeah.
He's the one who let him go.
True. Very true.
Shaking my head, Sid. Shaking my head. The other thing is that I hope that they haven't forgotten, and I hope that they do address Alfinod, right? The fact that he was supposed to meet up with Wilfred. No, what's his name? It's not Wilfred. It's the other one. Bert?
No, Ilbert. I hope it's not like, oh yeah, they met and then Ilbert left, because that's not what it looks like.
Yeah. I hope they address. Like, I hope it isn't a plot hole. Like, I hope they address it. Like, oh, like, he missed him, or he went and he wasn't there, or he's captured, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, also we have another plot line. We have Flamin, the mother of Minfilia, also went to Ul'dah.
Oh, true. Yeah. She's in Ul'dah with her bodyguards, with the boulder.
Yeah, with the guys that I'm assuming may not live for very long.
I would hope that they live for long, and I hope that they become a part of the team. Like, that's the thing. The thing that I like most is that I think we were talking about it when we were making the Crystal Braves, is that I like forming a group from the ground up and getting attachments to them, and hopefully having them become main characters as time goes on. Like, I like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have a feeling that they're gonna be very much like the Scions, where, remember, we like,
they all died.
Yeah, they all died in the attack, but like on stream we didn't like interact with them as much. But like when I played on an alt later on, like I talked to them like after every event, and like there's a lot of like, you know, side story there. So like I'm afraid that like this may be like similar line where like first they make you like, you know, have like casual chat with all these characters, and then they just go.
Well, you say that, but already we've interacted with the Crystal Braves more than we have with the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah, but
like,
that's what I mean, that like this is later. So like maybe they like, you know, added more this time, but like I still get a bad feeling.
Maybe. But yeah, I already appreciate the amount of time that they've given to the Crystal Braves. But that's also why I wish that the seventh Scion of the 12th Dawn all just died. Like, we don't like they just sort of like just replace them. Just replace them with the Crystal Braves. That's all we needed. Just a rebranding. But
I don't know if it'll replace, but
I mean, I'm still not convinced that they serve a unique purpose separate from the Crystal Braves. Like, there's just like everything that we're doing right now could have been done with the Scions.
I mean,
like, there's literally no difference.
They could be the same organization,
Yeah. Like it's the same thing, just different names. So it's like it's useless. You know, why have both?
Mm-hmm.
What else? What was another thing? Oh
like,
yeah.
I guess because like a justification for this being separate would be if this was like Alphinaud's organization, but then he put Minfilia in charge of it anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was the most disappointing thing. The most disappointing thing about the Crystal Braves is that Minfilia became a part of it anyway. Like, we were so excited. We're like, oh, finally, like, she doesn't have to be involved. Now we can actually get things done. Like, we've gotten rid of the problem. And then she gets involved anyway. And it's like, well, what was the point? That's the thing. It's just the same thing. It's just the same thing, same problem. Nothing gets changed. Nothing gets done.
Yeah, like...
And Minfilia didn't even fucking die. Fuck.
Wow. No, but like basically, yeah, like it's just new name, new organization, and the same problems, basically, if not more problems.
Shaking my head. Speaking of, when Moonbreeder died, we had our thoughts on that. Check out the video for that. I mean,
there was a discussion.
Yeah. Okay. Predictions, because we're probably going to find out the conclusion of this.
Mm-hmm.
How far does the corruption go in the Crystal Braves? Is it just Wilfred? No, what's his name? It's not. I keep saying Wilfred. Ilbert? Is it just Ilbert, or is it more than just Ilbert?
I think it's more than just Ilbert.
Okay, how far? How many? Yuhasa, yes or no?
I would say that Yuhasa is a yes.
What about the other one?
But Yuhasa is on the fence because, as you said, like it may be just like, you know, his character, he's like, just like his personal experience, but like, you know, he's too much Ulda for me. You know what I mean?
I think Yuhasa's just being used. I don't think it's malicious intent. I think he's just being used.
There's a good chance that's the case. That's why I say that like Yuhasa is on the fence. But I think there's... Okay, let me put it differently. There may be something going on between Ilbert and somebody outside of the Crystal Braves, so in that regard. But like
I don't give a fuck about them.
Inside of Crystal Braves, there is a chance it's just Ilbert manipulating everyone. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think I agree. I think it's just Ilbert. I think it would be bad writing if they make it that Yuhasa and the other one. What's the other one? The one, the leader of the fourth. What's his name? Wilred?
I don't know.
Yeah, Wilred. Yeah, I think it would be bad writing if both Yuhasa and Wilred are also in cahoots with Ilbert.
I don't think Wilred
because well, like I do think that it would be bad writing just because, again, we just got introduced to these guys. We're just getting to know them. We want to like them. We want them to be our boys. And then if we just get rid of them, it's like, well, I mean, what's the point? You know, it's just Moonbreeder all over again. We just got introduced to her. And then they just kill her off. It was like, what? What's the point?
Technically, we met them like a while ago in different quests. We just don't remember very well.
Nah, we didn't get introduced to them, okay? So yeah, I just want some characters with some goddamn longevity. And get rid of the ones that we don't like. You know, get rid of Thancred. No one likes Thancred. You know.
Like, he's not the worst. Let me put it that way. It's not that
what
like
is
I
the
think
worst?
he's a good character, but he's a nice comic relief at least.
Not true. He's not as bad as Minfilia. You're not wrong.
Yeah, like he has his place, but you know, then you have Minfilia whose place is just being emotional about everything, and that's basically all she does. And her best line, that's my favorite Minfilia line, is maybe I didn't know, but now I do. And I will not give it to you.
Maybe I am stupid, but doesn't matter.
I'm not.
Dumb fuck.
Those were some fighting words. I cringed when I saw that. Like, that's not something you say, especially to an enemy. What the heck?
Shaking my head. I'm sad Minfilia could not give any ether. That was the look. That was the problem with all of that. Is that what you're telling me that all it took was the ether of one person to pierce through and kill an Ashian? Then literally anyone could have done that. There was nothing special about what Moonbreeder did.
Maybe Moonbreeder was just big enough.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe you needed like 2 Minfilias to do it or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the ether is like, you know, proportional to the body
Is it
size.
proportional? Does a falafel give a third
I
of
don't
the
know.
etherite compared to a rogadin? Is that
I
how
don't
it
know.
works?
Maybe.
If it is, that's stupid. It's meant to be magical, okay? It doesn't have to do with proportions
I
of the
don't know,
body.
maybe.
It's meant to be like chakra or ki,
I don't-
you know?
Look, they are built of it, so who knows?
Anyway. That's okay. We what's his name? Eorzean, he can just pray and bring Moonbeater back to life. It's fine.
Oh,
Just pray.
true.
That's all you gotta do. Just pray. If anyone dies, just pray and you're good.
Yeah, what we found out in this whole like game in general is that like originally it was like, oh, this is a big event, there's a primal, and then it's like, you know what, everybody can be a primal. Like everybody just can have a personal primal if they want to.
Well, it was the worst with the Hildebrand quest
Yeah.
line, because what we found out with Louis Suave, that's like, okay, like if enough people believe, then sure they can do it,
Yeah.
right? Like there was a catastrophe going on, but then we find out that literally it just takes one person to want it, and then boom, you get it. It's like, okay.
I guess Greg, look, maybe Greg is big enough, okay?
Uh-huh.
He has that much ether in him because he's big enough.
Okay, let's get inside. Let's continue the MSQ.
Okay. Enough nonsense, huh?
Yes. I like to believe my little duck here has as much etherite as a Rogadin. Okay? Okay, Potato? I see you in the chat. Characters do have a different amount of ether to spend. That's fine. It's not size related though, okay? I refuse
Or is it?
It wouldn't make sense if it's size related. Okay?
Or is it?
Because then you would just pressure people to eat more. It's not size related.
Laras obviously have the most ether. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh god. Alright. Tell me when you're ready. Also, hello, Souko.
Who do we
Hello.
talk to?
Alright, let's talk to let's start with the most useless first. We'll talk to Thancred.
Wow.
Would we have arrived a few moments sooner? Just a few. That's the other thing that didn't make any sense. Look, okay, we found out that an Ashian was going to Minfilia's quarters, and as soon as that happened, I'm sure everyone should have been notified because we have link shells. That's the problem with this game.
I think they were. I think they were because they did say that like they got a distress call and they came as soon as they could. So like they were
Well, yeah.
notified.
They shouldn't have taken anywhere. They shouldn't have taken longer than us, though. It should have been the same. It doesn't
don't
take
they
that
all
long to teleport
teleport?
across the world. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, like I thought the whole point of having crystals in the cities is because everybody can teleport, right?
Exactly, which is so it makes no sense that these guys arrived late. They should have been there. And the thing is that you can still have everything play out the same way. Just have them be there because that just makes sense, you know. Anyway, you start.
Our list of grievances against the Ashians was already overlong. Must they continue to add to it?
I forget how. She was counting. She was counting on the theory that a soul ethers burns brightest at the moments of its passing. A scholar until the very end. I forget this voice went.
Oh man, I miss you so much already.
Okay, Minfilia. Minfilia wishes to gather the scions and honor the fallen Moonbreather.
As Moonbreather was a native of Shalayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the mark of the scholar. Are you familiar with the stone?
Nope.
I already forgot how to speak Minfilia. Let me get rid of my emotions. This is a monument found at Rudderfrost, and is sacred to Taliak, guardian deity of the city of learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal.
Okay, we're going to the stone in outside. Okay, cool. Well, that's convenient.
What?
The crystal is in the zone, or the
Yeah.
stone tablet is in the zone.
It is. So Supremo, we are playing on Sephiroth, by the way. So the joke is now outdated.
Oh. Hello, Souko.
Well,
Souko, did you dye your hair? No.
show me. No, I
Your
think
hair
it's
looks
no,
different.
that's lighting. That's just lighting.
It's lighting.
I think.
Souko's hair looked blonder than normal.
Maybe. No, I don't think so.
Maybe. But hello, it's been years. It's been so long. Hold on. Hello, Souko. You look very nice and very festive with the season, Souko.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Very warm too.
Yes.
It's been 82 years. Yeah.
Oh god. You've grown. I swear Souko has grown in the time that we've been going.
I don't think that's how it works, but sure.
Ah. Okay.
What happened?
Thought I saw something. Yes, hello, Sephiroth? What? Supremo, hello.
Hello, Sephiroth.
Leave Cloud alone.
But yeah, there is now an Oceanic server that has Sephiroth word on it, and we are playing there. So
Yes, we are playing on Sephiroth off stream.
I mean, I'm sometimes streaming on Discord.
Love potato in the chat. Souko Fantasia 1 centimeter taller.
Yes. Makes sense. Sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Yes. Hold on, I need to change.
Do you?
I need to be in an appropriate outfit for a funeral.
Oh yeah. Okay, I don't have one. Hold on. Are you? You're going like that, aren't you?
No, hold on.
Before we have to fight, and it's gonna go really badly.
Okay.
Okay, now we have a hat. But I don't have clothes. Or actually, maybe I have some. Hold on. I have some nice jacket also. What does this look like? Yeah, I guess this will do.
Paying my respects.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Hello.
Hello, Kupo.
Wait, so does nobody else see the dragon?
I mean, they were too distracted looking at the stone. Maybe they just didn't
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
yeah. Nobody noticed like this dragon just appearing out of thin air and
It's
talking.
a little dragon. We were behind everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of which.
But yeah, I was very disappointed that Eorzean didn't show up. Like,
I mean, he did say that he will mourn in his own way, so.
Sure, but like his way of mourning is probably the most important thing right now. Like, I don't care about what anyone else has to say other than Eorzean. I guess Minfilia saying she should be wiser was funny, but
It was kind of funny, wasn't it?
that was very surreal. Oh god. Hello, Souko. Hello.
Souko, have you seen my dragon? Nobody sees it apparently.
We have baby dragons now. We have baby dragons with very deep voices.
Yes. So.
And it's a little bit weird to see baby
Aww.
dragon with his big self behind him.
I know, right? He doesn't care. But I know that he can sit on my shoulder. He just doesn't care. Can I feed him? Hold on. Will he come? Okay, he comes for food.
We didn't see him come for food.
It's interesting. Oh, he's landing. There you go. Good dragon. Can you see him on my shoulder?
No.
It's cute. I like when he's
Up.
landed on the shoulder.
Also, am I crazy or are his eyes like half of his face?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's the thing about babies, isn't it?
It looks weird because it looks like he doesn't have a mouth or a nose. Like it's a face with eyes and that's it. It just looks weird. Looks like an alien.
I feel like, I mean, it's kind of a thing about babies of anything that they have bigger eyes for some reason.
Yeah, but they have mouths.
They do. So I don't know what you clipped through, but it made me drop frames, so that was interesting.
Nice. Okay. Going back. We're rendezvousing.
Are we talking to anyone? They're hanging
There's
out.
a ranger out here.
No. I mean, he went back to Waking Sands, right?
True. He went. Yeah. He went back. Okay. Let's speak with people. Let's speak to
Okay.
Ishtola.
Okay. The rising stones feel somehow colder. Mondrida always carried with her such an abundance of warmth and cheer. Oh.
We must find some means of protecting ourselves from Ashian intrusions. There must be a way. Set up some wards. That's what you gotta do.
Huh, huh, huh.
Ba, ba, ba. Ugh,
I never see him sit like that.
yeah, it's interesting. I learned to see Ida in such pain, but I have not the words to comfort her. Can you imagine it? I, Papalimo, the one who has an eloquent comment for every situation. I am at a loss for words. I don't know if I've heard Papalimo comfort anyone. But okay.
No, definitely not comfort. He has a lot of words,
Yeah.
but none of them are of comfort.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say something along the lines of, I've never had to comfort someone before. I don't know what to say."
Yeah, that sounds more like it. Although he did say, considers her part of the team. That's like the most comforting thing he ever said. It was like us, but still. Okay, Ida. I don't feel much like talking at the moment. If you could just give me some time. Okay, solar.
Entering the solar.
Why is it called the solar? I still don't know.
Because it's the solar. The sun comes in. Through the chandelier.
What?
Let's speak to Mielikka.
Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me. As antecedent, it is my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Mielikka? Are you ready?
Yep.
It is as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Montbreda, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more.
Remember when that lady drop kicked a cabbage
do
across the room?
I remember why.
Okay. Just thinking of good times.
Thank you. I hardly need to remind you of this, of course. It is for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Mielikka. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come.
I like to think Afinod is her pillar.
Yeah!
A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the falling, the living forge ever on towards the light of a new day. But yeah, I feel like why is no one asked about Afinod? Okay?
Yeah, nobody is curious about where he is.
Like, they should have at least tried to contact him via link shell, right? Like,
wasn't he part of this? He's still a scion.
Mhm.
They did say there was even a part
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a moment where they were like, "Don't forget, you are still a scion."
Yep, that happened. That happened yesterday. Minfilia has a request to make of you.
Okay. Have you a moment, Mielikka? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Montbreda's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast.
It's the place where they have to dim the lights or the chandelier gets bonked by anyone with long enough stick or any ranged weaponry. Luckily, Lalas don't really have to worry about that.
I like how we're both great and awful to Lalas at the same time. Like, it changes from in 5 minutes.
They don't have any, like, new dialogue. Ida.
Hey, it's Mielikka! Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moan would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at the Rudderfrost. That's not quite what I expected, but okay.
Hello, Souko. Are you okay? You good?
Looks pretty okay.
Are you good, Souko?
Yeah, the dragon is still on my shoulder. Yay. Can you see it now?
No.
Aww. It just looks so
At least
cute.
Souko's okay. Let us know if your friend needs a banana.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Eventually. Huh? Are you moonwalking out?
We're leaving. We're leaving, Kuro. Get on, Kuro. We're
Are you
leaving.
going to Rowena? It's literally across the street.
Yes, get on, Kuro. Let's go. We just need to get away from him, okay?
Ow! You smashed into the wall. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade? Hey? They've got you running errands now? Them scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorzean to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it that you were here to pick up? The moon daisy, was it? Here then, take it. And tell that Idalas I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to.
I'm afraid to turn around. Bye.
Run!
Up on.
Catch me!
Up.
Catch me!
Up.
Come on, you get a chocobo, you can catch up to me.
I'm my screen. I'm past you. Jump on. God damn it.
You were unable to ride the pillion. Thanks.
Oh, no, not this way.
Yeah, we're going to the same place, to the stone. Except today it's foggy.
Everyone's playing Lost Ark. We not. I don't think we have much interest in Lost Ark.
Yeah, it doesn't look too interesting, to be honest. It looks like just another game, you know?
I mean, it looks like, for people who are into like Path of Exile, I'm sure they'd get a lot out of Lost Ark.
I guess so.
But I was never too into action RPGs, which is like Path of Exile, Diablo, Torchlight, that kind of stuff. It's not bad. Just, yeah.
I also heard that this story isn't the greatest, especially like later on, and also apparently there are gender locked classes.
Yeah, that happens a lot with action RPGs. I think it's the same with Diablo, I think.
I don't think so, actually. I'm pretty sure you can have both.
Oh no, I think yeah.
For
You can
most
have both.
classes, at least.
I should say Diablo 2, which is like 20 years ago.
Yeah, no. Look, that's kind of
30
outdated,
years
isn't
ago.
it?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Diablo 3 is both, because we were both demon hunters, if you remember.
Yeah.
Like, Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I praise my visor or visor?
Visor.
My visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. Drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So, anyway, let's see it. Did Midgard just breathe fire? Okay. Monbrilla loved these things, you know? I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Can't see anything.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
And Alpino is just there.
Yeah, I feel like he just called us out of nowhere. Like, I feel... What?
I thought he got stabbed.
Yeah, I thought he was an Ulda. And he hasn't been around to be caught up with everything that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Souko.
Yeah, Souko.
Oh, these things are moving.
Oh yeah, he's got like a little chocobo in his hand.
And then we'll go.
Yeah. It's flapping.
They're trying to stay on the cactuar.
Just like Souko. They're holding on for dear life. Okay.
Do you think this cinematic looks different when you happen to be in different weather? Because, like, we got the worst visibility weather.
We did. When are the IEM qualifiers? From my understanding, there are no qualifiers.
No,
There's
there
not even
isn't.
like an open bracket.
No.
Yeah. So, for sure, there is no qualifier for IEM. The qualifier was the year-long ESL Pro Tour. That was the qualifier.
Yep.
Gotta get your points. Let's go.
The 4 open slots are from round of 36.
Yeah, that's from the round of 36 for shirts. Which is also seeded by players based on points. So there's just basically a previous stage to the tournament that they're running.
Okay, who do we talk to?
That's Alfina. When is that? I mean, all of IUM is next week. Like, it's all back to back to back to back to back.
Starting on Wednesday.
Starting on Wednesday next week. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeder's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Korthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. I can't imagine that barrier has already been broken. That'd be silly.
I think
Maybe it's just the outposts in Korthus are under attack. Maybe.
Maybe.
Alfinote awaits the arrival of the Ishgardian envoy. The envoy is here. Is it Sylvie? Whatever her name is.
Lucia.
Yeah, that's it. That's close enough.
I thank you for receiving me at such a short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians. Aye. The dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Aymeric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of men of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault.
Well. Look who comes crawling for some help. Remember when we were dealing with the Empire and how we asked you for your help? Remember that? Huh?
Too bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have our own problems to deal with right now. You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then.
We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Aymeric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid.
Very well. I shall depart for Korthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. You were just in Ul'dah! What happened? What happened in Ul'dah? Well, you were there.
Nobody tells us anything, apparently.
Tell us.
It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the Grand Companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations, and have them present your request directly to the heads of the Grand Companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Aymeric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellows' involvement. You faced Midgarstorm and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well.
'Twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Light. Why don't we just go together? God damn.
So everybody wants to be really independent in this game.
Oh,
I'm loading.
it's a cutscene.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Well done. I bet Light has some opinions about that one. That's weird. Hey Light!
We're back.
Hey Light! Remember Iceheart?
She's back. Remember how we should have just killed her? Remember that? Remember that, Krupp?
No.
How we should
not
just
really.
killed her? Shaking my head.
I will say though, something I really didn't like about this scene was that she laughed. That really bothered me because
Nah, she's evil.
yeah, because that shows like, oh, she's evil. That's 100%
Yeah.
evil. Only a villain laughs like that, and I would
Yeah.
prefer if they would leave that out.
Well, that's the problem with her character is that in the beginning it felt like they wanted her to be kind of like an anti-hero, right? Where
Yeah,
she,
and I like that.
where she where she was supposed to be a little bit more nuanced,
Mhm.
but in this scene specifically they got rid of all of that and now she's just evil, you know?
Yeah, and
she's
this-
just like,
It's just
yeah,
lame.
fuck all these people. You know, I'm quoting what the dragon said earlier. I'm just fucking
No.
everything. It's like, well,
Okay, no,
yeah.
look, I would be still fine with that if she didn't laugh because that's like what she believes in, right? Because
Yeah.
she is like the chosen one of Shiva or whatever, and Shiva was said to be the one who like fucking slept with the dragons. So like she is on the side of the dragons. So like it would make sense for her
Yeah.
to believe the same thing that dragons do. But the fact that she laughed was just so dumb.
Yeah, it takes away the complexities of her character
Yeah,
and makes her a lot more simple. And it's like, well, you
yeah,
know,
just kind of
This
makes
could
the
have been
character very
interesting.
shallow.
yeah. Should have just killed her.
Disappointed, Square Enix. What was that?
Hey, So if I'm reading that scene correctly though, she brought down the wards, right?
Yes.
Like she brought down the wards and everyone flew in. Was that the entrance to Ishgard or was that some other place?
I'm not sure, like, because like it looks very small, you know.
Yeah.
For the
yeah.
great nation of Ishgard, it just looks small.
I just didn't know if that was the same bridge that leads north
Yes.
or if that was a different bridge.
No, it is the
Okay.
bridge.
Okay. Same bridge. Okay.
It could have been written as insert villain dialogue and laughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point. Like, I really enjoy like the gray characters, the ones that like they are neither good nor bad. Like that's much more interesting. But like just plain villains are boring.
Let's go outside. Which is why Kuro's favorite character is Greg.
Yes. I mean, what? I wouldn't call Greg bad though. He's like.
Exactly. He's great.
I guess. Oh look, Flamin is back too, and Hori Builder.
Oh, see. Okay, we gotta catch up with Hori.
Okay, let's go to Hori. Screw everybody else. Huh?
Yep. We're going to Hori. How was your trip to Ul'dah? Aye. The town has been calm through all this talk of war. But if those dragons come to Revenant's Toll, there'd be panic aplenty, I'd wager. I mean, they flew over Revenant's Toll.
They did.
Alright, Higiri.
Oh no, Higiri.
It's Higiri.
She's not speaking to me. Okay.
Though I've never seen one myself, it is said that the dragon's lair just beyond the borders of my homeland.
Goldanet.
Should events take a turn for the worse, we are fortunate that this settlement is such a popular crossroads for so many veteran adventurers. True.
What about Popo is a villain? Yeah, is it?
Poe?
I don't know.
Who's Poe? Poe? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I only know Potato.
True. Okay, let's speak with Flam.
Flamen. Considering recent history, will there be any amongst the Alliance willing to aid the Holy See? Ishgard has few friends at the bargaining table?
Yeah, bargaining table.
Bargaining.
It's where you bargain. It's where you place bets. So this is the biggest problem with the story so far is that we keep like jumping away from things.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting at least Flem to talk about what happened in Ul'dah, because that was the big thing. It was a pretty big deal that she was going to Ul'dah and that they were a little bit scared, and she had her bodyguards and she had to go and look into some stuff. But she's not talking about any of it, even though she's back.
Like we didn't get any updates on what happened in Ul'dah. Like we kinda just forgot about anything else that happened. Like, oh, dragons.
Yeah. And not just that, but also Higiri. Higiri's back. You know, she was busy doing her own thing as well. And it's like, well, what happened? And
we get no reports, no nothing.
Yeah. Like, there should be some flavor text here. This is,
Yeah, at least flavor text. Like, if not part of the story, like, at least give us flavor text. But apparently nobody tells us anything.
Ugh.
Tataru. If you're looking for the Scions, they've already left for Alliance nations. I do hope Ishgard will be saved. Okay, let's go.
Don't. Why are you chopping up my feet? Leave it alone.
Stop chopping guys' feet.
Also, it's very purple outside.
That means it's gloom.
Yes, it is very gloomy outside.
It's the type of weather in Mordona specifically.
Yes, I had to catch fish in the gloom.
Oh my. You are just warrior, no leader. I mean, you have a point, Phoenix, but I thought we were somewhat important.
Yeah, like we're consulting with people, like we're pretty high up in the ranks when it comes to the Crystal Braves. We're consulting with the lieutenants. Nothing.
Yeah, but not even that, but like we are being invited to like these negotiations and everything, like to all these political parts.
Yeah.
So, like we're not just another private, we are actually like high rank. You are head mailman. That makes sense actually.
Shaking my head.
Highest rank non-manager position, I guess.
I mean, fucking Minfilia just called us her pillar.
Yes, exactly.
God damn.
Our rank is a pillar.
Yes. Without us, everything else falls.
I demand to speak to the manager, yes. Are you about to drive us into a wall?
Okay. Let's catch up. Ah. It seems I was the swifter light. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. Let's go. We investigate.
It's just gonna walk there. We could get him on the chocobo, you know?
No, there's not enough room.
Sorry.
And have a
He has to
whale.
walk.
But yeah, like, is this where they fought? I don't think so, actually.
No, behind the gates, because
Behind
if you
it.
fly up, you can see that there's a like bridge after that.
Yeah, but there. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
That
That
looks
part.
maybe correct. Maybe that's what. Yeah.
Can you fly in? Oh, you can. That's great.
He's trembling. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine.
He looks just like the one that was with Isard, by the way. Just want to point it out.
I think they're just reusing character models.
I think maybe
like this one looks the same as well. Like, other than not having the shield, but
I guess.
let's see. It's you.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. Angry.
Not suspicious at all, huh, Souko?
What do you mean?
What-
I
what
don't
were
see
you-
anyone, just guards.
what were you doing here at the time of the invasion?
Huh? Huh? Where were you at the time of?
True. Souko, your Dark Knight's only level 80, okay? If we have to, we can apprehend you.
But true.
I know what's been going on. Tea break. Bothered bowmen. The gates of judgments are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered. Yeah, I feel like we should be chasing the Ice Queen right now. We should, because she's just gonna keep opening wards. Like we need to go.
Look, we don't know that.
True, we don't know that.
So you can... Oh, there you go.
When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones.
So you saw her?
Apparently so. We have witnesses. Souko's lucky.
Elsa? Yes, Elsa. That's what happened to
Oh,
Elsa when
God.
she grew up.
Twould seem the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard.
Science, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead.
My apologies. We chanced here that there had been trouble at the gates. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause.
Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at camp. Sir Emmerich awaits you.
We don't have time for this.
Apparently we do.
Damn. Alfinod seems eager to return to Camp Dragon. Let's go. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we are bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. No, that's Souko, leave the ducks alone. Oh my god. Lord Hoshifant will know where Sir Aymeric means to receive us.
I mean, not in the same room as usual? Question mark?
Oh. I don't know if you saw, but when Souko drew his spear, he was aiming it right at our ducks.
Not on my screen,
Like-
by the way.
Like it was like the same height, I should say.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering what that sound was. He has a Moogle spear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is a Moogle on it.
God damn. I like to think that just like the mount, that Moogle is hanging onto the spear for dear life as like Souko swinging it around.
Yep. Definitely what's happening.
Alfie has small feet. Stop looking at Alfie's feet.
I mean,
God
he is
damn
a
it, Dawn.
kid. What do you expect?
He is.
I like when you
Let's
just
figure
like
that
drop me suddenly. That's the best part. Alfina, what do you say?
Pray, ask Lord Hoshifant to direct us to the meeting place when you are ready. We're ready. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart.
By the way, behind us is inventory space, and they left.
Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat with you in the intercessory.
Okay.
Let's go. It's right here, right? Yeah. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yes.
Alfina.
Ishgard's future hangs in the balance. If the city's salvation rests on our assistance, I cannot well withhold it. Even so, I mean to make Sir Aymeric sweat for his reinforcements. On this occasion, feigned disinterest may serve the cause of Eorzean's unity better than naked philanthropy. Come, let us find out what concessions the Holy See is willing to make.
Oh boy, Alfina. Good luck with that.
Alright, Aymeric, what do you got? Put it all on the table. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Ah, yes. We are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alfinod, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Einstein. Einstein. Einstein? Is it Nero? Okay. It's just some
Oh my
guy.
god, it's a Dragoon!
I have the exact same outfit. This is not impressive.
No, it's
It's just
not.
black.
It's just black, yeah. Look, he found that rare die, okay.
And hold on. If he's black, why is he called the Azure Dragoon?
Look.
What's going on here?
Look. It's alter ego, uh-huh.
Ugh. This is a bit of a miss here from Aymeric. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. Ah, an impressive title. Though I confess, I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. Yeah, belittle him. They are formidable warriors all. Yet, even among such masters of the lance, Estenine is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of the dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian.
What does it mean?
How does Einstein talk?
I don't know. He's half dragon, apparently.
You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest.
Ooh.
Be at ease, lights. I did not come to challenge you this day. Oh, he knows! He knows!
He does, because I get different dialogue.
What did he say to you?
So you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. But hold on, does that mean he's the guy you see in the Lancer Guild quest, or in the Dragoon quest? I guess.
No, that's someone else.
Okay.
It's someone else.
Okay. Because he was also
He
an
just-
Eorzean, I believe.
He just recognizes
Okay.
the Dragoon, the spiky boys.
I don't know how we saw it under his hat, but sure.
Fun fact: my Dragoon outfit was actually blue. Just saying.
Yeah. So it's actually Azure.
Actually, Azure, man. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. Is that his firstborn? The first
I
son?
don't think firstborn, but he did say that he had 7 children, but one was alive, or one was looking for revenge.
No,
Oh,
no.
6.
One was the one who sang the song. He sang the
Yeah.
chorus, which summoned everyone.
There you go.
I don't think he mentioned which of his kids.
No,
he just
he
said
didn't.
one,
He didn't.
which, yeah. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Korthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye. Many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the beast worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of its strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him.
Oh boy.
My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depth of his rancor.
I was just gonna say, it would be a shame if they saw the dragon on my shoulder.
Are we ever going to tell anyone about the dragon? Like, no one knows about the dragon right now.
Didn't we
Like,
tell
we haven't-
Lyria?
No, she doesn't know. She knows that we're no longer we no longer have the light with us, Heidelin's light. She knows that. She doesn't know about the
But
dragon.
didn't we say that he will protect us?
No. She,
Okay.
she doesn't know about the dragon.
Look, she probably doesn't remember anyway.
It's true.
Don't tell her
I would
about the
say-
dragons out of spite.
It's one of those things where we haven't had a chance to speak with Alfinod, but I would like to tell Alfinod about this at some point. I think it would be good.
And I don't know if you can keep a secret. I'll be honest.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vaults. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of strength. Though the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand. These dragons, these creatures, do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber, only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. That means that he was asleep when the calamity was happening, by the way.
Yeah. And look, he has hard sleep, okay?
He slept through the calamity.
Look, it happens. Not the first one, probably.
Oh my god. True, there were 7. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Yeah, keep up, Alfinod. Keep up.
The fuck?
Of that, we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it.
By the way, I
Such
just
questions.
want to point out that the Holy See has the eye. Just keep that in mind.
Does. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plights in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I wouldn't have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. The front lines?
Well, battle?
This much I expected. Unlike our arrangements concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean alliance requested Ishgardian assistance during the Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Korthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Korthus. They would not even have to draw steel.
Fuck.
Imperial province, sharing borders with Mordona. 7 Hells. What do you mean? They're in Mordona. What do you...
He has been busy in Ul'dah, okay?
He forgot. Very well. What? What happened to the negotiation? What happened to the...
he was
This
so
time I'm gonna
excited.
bring him to the table and I'm gonna make sure we get something. What are you talking? He just folded. He folded like a chair.
He folded like a chair.
What are you doing?
Boy, that's a quote and a half. Alfino, folded like a chair.
He's done. What the hell happened?
It is a sudden
I feel-
change, but
We need to speak about negotiation tactics, okay?
I feel like
What?
I feel like the reaction is understandable to what he was being told. If he didn't like spend the last few years like doing politics around the region and didn't know what the actual situation was, and he did.
Yeah, this is when, as Alfinad, you be like, okay, sure. What, you think we can't hold on against the Empire? We just topple them. Despite not having your aid, we succeeded
Yeah.
in Operation Archon. We have a Warrior of Lights. We are uniting as a people. We are now stronger than what we were before, and the Empire doesn't seem as scary as it once was, especially after losing the Ultima weapon. So fuck you.
Maybe we
That's
voted
what you
last time.
say. That's not. You say it. You put your foot down, and then you'd be like, "Yo, you seem like you brought in your Dragoon to try and seem like you have a little bit more like leverage with you, man. We have a Dragoons. We don't give a fuck about your 4 tank, mate."
For this sake, someone check Light's blood pressure.
We'll see. Hold on. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzean will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming court alone. Nor did I think you ever would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. I feel like we have to fight this guy soon.
Aren't you a heretic then?
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like this guy is powered by Nidhogg's Eye, and I feel like at some point he's gonna be corrupted by the Eye, and it's gonna take over him, and we have to fight him like in a trial or something.
Makes sense, but also, doesn't that mean he's a heretic because he's using Dragon's power? Question mark?
True. He's got dragon blood. DNA test.
Yeah, heretic.
His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not. I am in full control of my faculties. I assure you. Yes, but for how long? And the Eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. Relevance. It is not essential that I bear it with me, wheresoever I go.
But I do.
Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. See, the problem is that I imagine this man became the Azure Dragoon within the last 20 years, and from what we've heard, Nidhogg has been sleeping for the past 20 years. So he's never felt the presence of Nidhogg, and now that he's saying that he's hearing voices. So I feel like corruption will eventually. It's
likely.
Yeah.
Or if not corruption itself, like he will just drive him crazy.
Yeah, I mean the same thing, right? As in like corrupting the mind, you know.
Yeah.
Whether it's mind control or just making him crazy or whatever. Like, you know. Then, the worm who roared was Nidhogg. Aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danifin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's what we got.
Alfina. What happened?
We need to get a training for this kid.
What happened? This isn't your first time in here. Every single time we come in here to have a meeting and negotiations, Alfinod fails. Every time.
Have you noticed how every time he's like, this time I'm gonna have this trick? And they're like, by the way, here's a piece of information. It's like, oh my god, there's a piece of information.
No, like even like no, that's fine because of inexperience. But like this
but,
time,
like,
this is supposed to be exactly. This was supposed to be his redemption. This was supposed to be his comeback. This is like, okay, you know, now we feel good about our position. We have leverage. You know, they're kind of like on their knees begging for help because they're all dying, and you know, we feel good because we were in their position before, kind of like we reverse roles and all this stuff. Now they need our help. It doesn't do anything with it. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. I'm just catching up in the chat. I don't know why Phoenix is talking about geography, but sure, yes, not wrong. Okay, let's speak with Alfina. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, very far. They're far away. They're gone. Are far from ideal. This desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzean together in common cause. Sir Aymeric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. What do you... excuses. What is this? I didn't expect him to be so ruthless.
Yeah, I don't think he was very ruthless. He was just saying it plain.
He was just stern. He was stern with what he was saying.
Yeah, I don't think he
confident.
I don't think that was ruthless at all.
Yeah.
It was very, very like, not technical, I guess, but like, it didn't seem like, you know, like there was too much emotion in it, to put it.
Yeah, it was
more
stern.
Like calculated.
It was stern. It was firm, you know. It was boom. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed.
You may. God damn it, Souko.
I slapped Alfina a couple of times. Okay. Alfina is ready to begin making preparations for war. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the Antecedent.
No, we don't. We don't need to tell her anything.
I'll speak to Einstein.
Too far away.
Nidhogg. He is the source of our suffering. If we do not fell the worm, these endless clashes count for naught. Aymeric? I am painfully aware of the hypocrisy of our request and the self-inflicted nature of our predicament. But, should it serve to deliver my people from their unkind fate, gladly shall I bow my head and beg for aid. I expect, nay, welcome the coming storm of scorn and disdain. See, he's saying I will gladly bow my head and beg for aid, but he didn't beg for aid. Like,
You didn't have to.
he didn't have to. Didn't have to. He was prepared to do it, and he didn't have to.
Yeah, but he seems like a cool guy though. It's very like...
I'm waiting outside on my chocobo.
I'm hearing distracting noises from the outside.
Oh my god.
What?
There's a lot of goobies outside.
Oh, yeah, it is. Should look at that.
We came out of the gates and I wasn't expecting an army of goobies, okay?
I thought they were at Ul'dah.
No one's in Ul'dah. Okay? Forget about Ul'dah.
Oh.
We'll get reminded about Ul'dah once we get back around to that, okay?
Imagine we come back from this Javanian war and like Ul'dah, they had like 3 different presidents, like 5 riots.
Afinal got stabbed like 3 times.
Yeah. He didn't notice though. I mean, what?
To reduce congestion, I haven't seen this before. The area you're about to enter has been divided into multiple identical instances.
What?
Apparently there's a lot of people in Mordona right now.
Oof. Why?
I don't know.
What's happening in Mordona?
I don't know. Why is everyone here?
I don't see anyone.
Yeah, I see one person down there, and that's it. Why are there 4 instances of Mordona? What?
The new player wave is level 50 now. You have a point, but I don't think if all of them reach level 50.
Maybe there's like a train going on right now.
Maybe.
I didn't know if there was a thing here, though. Anyway. Let's go inside. What's that? Hello, Souko. Hello. If you're wondering, he was listening to the bard. Alright, Memphilia.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Hey, Light. Hey, Light.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Ilbert?
I was about to say, I was like, are we just gonna forget everything about Moonbreeder? And then she's like, and those who are full. And I'm like, okay, so we haven't forgot about Moonbreeder yet. But I'm like, well, weren't we working on a way to kill the Ashians? Well, there's no time for that. We have to go to war in Dravania. It's like, well, what about what happened with Ilbert and the old Da? It's like, nah, don't worry about that. We got more things to focus on. Oh my god.
What a beautiful disaster, huh?
Stupid. You know what's dumber as well? What was dumb about that scene is that they left that scene in, and it was here in the Solar as well. It's like, oh yeah, look, he's being suspicious in the Solar. It's like, what?
Like, why would you talk like in the very public of the Solar?
Yeah, exactly. I have cat ears. I probably could have heard that. I probably could have heard what they were talking about.
Look, this is a big room. There's probably echo there. You can hear everything.
Yeah. It's stone walls. There's not a lot in the room to disrupt that kind of thing.
Yeah, you could probably hear clearly what they were saying.
Yeah.
I honestly thought when Ilbert turned to him, I thought he was just gonna give him a wink.
Yeah, I don't know, something. But no, he just gave him an order. It's like, okay. Also, shout out to Wilred, by the way. Like, I think that, I thought the chances, the odds of Wilred being corrupt was higher than Yu Yu Hasa. But apparently he's, Wilred, fun fact, Wilred, he's half as blind as everyone else. He's got one working eye, and he sees what's going on. He's got one eye.
You mean Riol?
Sorry, Riol. Yeah, Riol. Which one's Wilred? Who's that?
Wilred is the guy who's a commander of another division, and he wanted to fight.
Okay.
Riol is the informer. He's the informer.
Yeah, I thought that was Wilred because they're both humans with blonde hair.
No.
Okay, Wilred has two eyes.
Yes.
Okay. Regardless, Riol, the guy with one eye, he sees and we don't.
Mm-hmm.
He has one eye.
Look.
Just poke it out, make him blind, and he's gonna see everything. He'll know everything. Apparently, the less eyes you have, the more perceptive you are.
The fuck?
He's like Daredevil. Well, I mean, apparently everyone else is blind.
I mean, Nobody really seems to care. I feel like the whole thing is that nobody really seems to care, and Riol, as an informer, is paying attention to that kind of stuff. And also because they don't like him, so he also pays attention to that.
Yeah, well, maybe we should care. Maybe we should maybe we should fire the people that don't care and hire the people that do care.
I feel like that's the whole problem of it. That nobody really, like, manages this whole thing. They just made
Shaking my
it.
head.
There's, like, no management whatsoever. As I see Souko is enjoying our discussions.
X bracket indeed. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. Alright, Minfilia, we can talk.
Yes, we're done.
Minfilia would have you assist with the preparations being made for the defense of Ishgard.
I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our cameras will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alfino.
That's the other thing I appreciate. I was like, thank God we don't have to run around and go to like Gani Senna and everyone and try and like persuade them. Like, we'll leave that to Alfino. That's fine. Well, that's fine.
I mean, I don't know if it's fine after what we've seen, but...
I mean, look, it's his problem now, okay?
Yeah. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurtas. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slavborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Did it was facepalm? That's what it sounded like. Yes, like?
Let's go outside.
Do you want to say something?
Let's go get Tato and
Do we like pick
and
her
use
up? Like,
her excellent administration skills. Because they're so good. They've been proven
look, it
in
was
this game.
It was Minfilia saying that, so what did you expect?
She's so good at what she does. I'm speaking to Higiri. I'm speaking to Higiri.
The threat of war sows panic and confusion, and routine tasks can offer a calming stability. Being sure the larder is properly stocked, for instance.
Yes, stock the larder. Why isn't Tataru doing that? She should be taking stock of the supplies.
Because she can't waste her talent for administration.
Oh, God.
Flamin, what do you have to say?
What is she saying?
So Minfilia has committed the Scions to Ishgard's cause, has she? Though she makes her pronouncement with unshakable confidence, I can only imagine how agonizing it was for her to arrive at this decision. So many lives at stake. Don't they saying the supplies are too high up? That's why she can do it. Oh boy. Okay, are you speaking to Tataru?
Yes.
We are rather close to Kurtas, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supply. Oh, and we also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Mielikka. I've 101 things to discuss with Slavborn.
Thank God she's discussing them with Slathborn and not us.
Alright. She'll be like, okay, now buy me 100 bandages.
It's gonna take one for the team. Okay. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Korthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about the finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for the victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I will return the favor. Have they done well?
Maybe in Mordona. Like, I think he means locally.
Maybe. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I would not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I'm certain headquarters will say the same. There'll be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Okay. So it sounds like he already had all that.
Shall we? We have a town to us.
I thought we were leaving her with Slathborn. Okay, adventurer.
That's a nice
You want
stuff
some?
you have there.
It is a nice tiki stuff.
Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard.
Oh. Now things are getting interesting. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess. But that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire, out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Old Wilrid was there, with the fourth that day. See, we know him. And I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? We have not.
Have they murdered him?
God damn it. I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilfred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uldar. So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of it all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he's talking about being a guardian of Eorzean, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And this is just between you and me, mind. There's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me something about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on. And I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilfred. Anyway, we've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Light. No, we should focus on this.
Yeah, so instead
We
of no, hold on. So instead of reporting to somebody who actually has management power, he reports to us.
We are the assistant manager.
No, we have no management power. They don't even ask us for opinion.
It's true. We should be the assistant. We should be the manager, okay?
We should. Shaking my head.
I'm gonna be very upset if Riol ends up dying because of this. I'm gonna be very upset.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does actually, but I don't know. He may stay as like a constant character. I think.
Look, it's thick.
What? Oh.
It's thick.
Oh.
Hello. Oh, he's sleeping. Thick is
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let him sleep. He needs his rest. His body doesn't work the way it used to be. So, Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I pledged myself to guard Revenant's toll. Modest work, though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do?
Mm. There's a random person standing here.
Yes. Oh, he's on an angle.
Huh.
Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Okay, we have to find our way upstairs. There it is. Let's go upstairs.
Have I ever been upstairs? I don't think I was.
I think it's out here. Oh. Hello there.
Fancy meeting you here. Is that a black girl? That's horns.
It's a devil horny cheetah.
Yeah. Hello, Duck.
Interesting.
Damn it, Duck.
That's a nice cheetah you have there, Souko. Make sure you don't peck yourself. Take care. We have places to be. Oh, it's a gentleman.
Yeah, there's a restaurant here.
Oh, wait, what? There's a... Oh my god.
Yeah, I've never been here.
Sell me blades with guardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know? Watched me like a bloody hawk he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Oh, it's rhyming. I feel like every single time I see Souko, he's wearing a new outfit.
I mean, very possible.
Huh.
Meanwhile,
Huh.
seagulls are fighting in front of my window? Question mark? Okay, sure. It's okay. This is fine.
It's fine. Button. No!
Flawless. There you are, Mielikka. So, did you sway any hearts?
1.
2. No, 2. Maybe.
2.
1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slavborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant Stole veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least.
Tato has a message for you from Alfina.
Oh boy. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been a word from Alfino. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight. And they've requested your presence, as usual.
Why? Why Ul'dah of all places?
Yeah, why
What is
Ul'dah?
going on?
Why is it always Ul'dah? Do they really just like the food or something? Anyway, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah or you'll be late. Alfino said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. I just want to remind people that Ul'dah is where we had a riot and we had an active issue going on where the whole company is corrupted, the whole police or whatever is corrupted, while also a guy is trying to cause a riot and kill everyone, and that's where we meet.
Yeah, I mean, we confirmed with Rauban that one of his most trusted lieutenants was actually corrupt and actually working against him in the flames. Was it the flames?
Yes.
Or was it the yeah? And the brass blades aren't trustworthy either. And
there's an active riot. I mean, the riot is not going on right now, but we have an active enemy of the city who's plotting against them and manipulating people.
Yeah,
and
we have Gerujo and What's his name? Adeleji. There you go. Adeleji, Peleji.
Sultana is also abdicating or whatever the word is. And this is where we meet. That's the good place to meet and talk about sensitive issue.
I mean, I would be happy with it as long as we get to resolve some of these things while we're there. Okay? That's what I'm hoping for. I hope we don't ignore it. I hope we actually engage with it. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Do you believe in that?
Nah. We're going.
Good coast. Okay. Is this where you're supposed to be going?
Oh.
God damn it.
I thought there was a way into into the strip, but there is no way into the strip.
No, there's not.
We can't strip.
What?
Let's go to the crystal. Let's just go to the crystal.
Huh?
Going to the crystal. The Chamber of Rule. Ah, hello there, Mr. Souko. Hello.
Fancy meeting you here, huh?
Ah. Yes, we are here to converse with the Sultana. With your blessing, we will move on. Okay. Happy note. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with the negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I feel obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders have already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? Let's go.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Ul'dah to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Can't wait for lights to finish. We all know what's gonna happen. Okay, it looks like he's at the scene where about Sultana. Hey, light! Hey, light! Hey, light! 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 Hey, light! Light! Hey, light! 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 Remember Sultana?
When they panned to her, I was like, "Oh, she's in the room." What is going on?
All the storylines are just like so messed up right now.
I was so upset when Roban spoke up because you could tell, like, because he was very quiet when the Admiral was speaking throughout, like, a lot of that. I was like, he's thinking right now, and it looks like he wants to propose, like, helping from the Flame Serpents. And I'm like, as soon as he spoke up, I'm like, shut the fuck up, Roban, because you are the only nation right now who cannot afford to help us. If he sends the flames out of the city, then he's gonna lose everything.
I mean, to be honest, we know that flames are corrupt anyway.
Yeah, sure, but I'm sure there's some that aren't corrupt. Like, the fact just their presence here helps. Like, if they're not here, then everything is just gonna go to shit. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, Ul'dah of all places. Yeah, we're just gonna entrust it to Brassblaze. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Ul'dah of all places shouldn't say anything.
But I will say, I like that Linda put Alfino in place finally, because he was way too cocky.
Well, like, I was shocked at his tone, because I was like, why weren't you like this when you were with Aymeric?
Exactly, that was my thought. Exactly, like you were supposed to be this free with Aymeric. Why are you like this now?
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
And also, like, his point of view is also doesn't make sense. It's like, oh yeah, you should commit everything to this cause, I tell you, but like, no, they are leaders of their countries. They should take their countries first. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I thought when they brought up the issue of Adeleji, I thought that he would maybe propose a solution to that, because I'm like, yeah, Adeleji's a problem right now. Like,
yeah, remember Adeleji?
Remember Adeleji? And he's like, no. It's like, what do you mean, no? Talking about? Oh my god.
So yeah, as much as Linda Lominsa, as I like to call her, like, she's like, she has her own troubles, to put it that way, where like she did like provoke some fights and stuff like that, but whatever. She has a very clear approach to things, and she will tell you about it.
Yes and no. Like, yes and no. Like, Ul'dah is the only nation that really should have a reason not to send forces. Like, we have no reason to believe that Linsa Lominsa and Gridania have issues going on right now that they cannot afford to send an army. Like, sure, Adeleji is one thing, but you don't need all three nations to keep Adeleji in check. Like, that's just ridiculous. And again, it does feel like Adeleji's main presence is Ul'dah, not so much Gridania and
I mean, it's at the flats.
Limsa. Yeah, sure, but like he works out of Ul'dah though, so he should be their problem. Like, I don't know what the fuck kind of excuses Linda Lominsa is doing right now. Like, she has no reason. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ugh.
All of this politics negotiation are not going well.
And on top of all that, the Sultana was sleeping in the meeting. She didn't know what the fuck was going on, even though they were asking her questions. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, also, I found it weird that Sultana had, like, no guards or anything. Like, she was just, like, You know, I'm just small, don't notice me. And she just like left the room and like, wait, there's
Yeah,
like nobody like watching over her or anything?
Yeah.
The heck?
I was very annoyed as well when the first thing that Rauban said, if you saw, he looked over to Kanisena. He was like, "Yo, I should bring it up, yeah?" And she nods to him. Like, yeah, I'll bring it up. If you haven't already, you should probably enlist the help of some adventurers. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying right now? What are you talking about? What kind of advice is this? You're wasting valuable meeting time telling me to find adventurers. What the fuck's wrong with you? Slap him.
It worked last time.
Alright, let's speak with Alfie now. Once again, I owe you an apology, it seems. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. But I fear we have left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Harshaphant and Sir Aymeric to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzean's guardians. Captain Ilbert? What news? Why are you speaking to Captain? Then the assault has begun. We have, but this moment concluded our audience with the alliance. This moment concluded our audience with the alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your units will join House Durandare at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Why is Alphinaud giving orders right now? He's not a military. Ilbert is the one who's supposed to be the.
No. Alfina is officially the commander.
Yeah, but Ilbert should be the one doing this. Like he doesn't see the battlefield right now. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Also the fact that he is reporting everything to Ilbert when we know he's Saz is like.
Right. I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Fate. Report first to Sir Marclane. McLean?
Marslane?
McLean?
Oh.
At the gates of judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. You're leaving. Every meeting needs one person to sleep. God damn it, Phoenix. My free company is certainly happy to participate with at least one Lala to this cause.
A whole one Lala.
Yo, one Lala is all you need.
Yeah. What more do you want?
Thank you, Souko. Thank you.
Ishgard is safe.
Oh my god, Souko's already here.
Yeah. Yeah, they contributed one Lala. There it is.
True. We're ready to go. Thank you, Souko. Thank you. Okay, McLaren.
Only one. I'm kicked. Oh, potato.
You are the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault of Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain at the steps of the faith, and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain. Okay. Let's go.
Oh.
Huh.
Can I eat on a mount?
Quick. We're about to go to war.
I can't eat on a mount.
I told you to have breakfast before we left.
Where's forget? Eat pizza.
You're like, well, I thought we were going to go through a drive-thru, okay?
Yeah. What did we get the chocobo for? No, I might have attacked the big one. Don't worry about it. Perfectly fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is that it?
Nope. We go to the other side. You're of course welcome through it. Just can't throw commands around. Yes, potato. We will accept 1 Lala per FC. Nudes are welcome.
Yes. I mean, we could eat some nudes.
What?
What? Yeah, for sure, is also allowed. Yeah, for sure, you can come too.
Can come too.
Every company can contribute
this.
1 Lala.
Up.
It's not what I meant to do. I see that you have it under control, so.
Oh, Horde Commander.
Oh my.
It's a big boy.
Ooh, see the fire?
Huh. You didn't accept me. You didn't buy the game. You can't join our guild unless you own the game for sure. You were on the free trial. God damn.
Speaking of which, where's Chase?
Where is Chase? Huh. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils. Damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battles to come. Sir McLaren wishes to prepare you for the Siege of Ishgard. Oh.
Sir McLaren.
Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Denifin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus the dragons now are able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. All now rests on us, adventurer. Lead your comrades onto the steps of faith and prepare to meet the horde. May the fury guide your blades.
I'm using a bow.
I'm also using a bow.
Nice coat.
Group, can you invite Souko?
Oh yeah, I'm the leader. Huh.
Invite the leader. Invite Souko. Potato, where are you? Where is our potato? Group, can you ask in our Discord? You must rally the troops.
And build up for what is it called?
The Steps of Faith.
Steps of Faith. How many people do we need?
I will check. Duty Finder. Steps of Faith. The Steps of Faith, the sole means of approaching the city of Ishgard, as well as providing passage across the Sea of Clouds. This great stone bridge also serves to anchor the series of arcane wars known as Danifin's Collar. Long has the Holy See relied upon these barriers to shield the city from Dravanian assault, but it did not reckon upon the brazen actions of Lady Iceheart. The outermost layer of protection has been dispelled, allowing the mighty dragon, Vishap, to land upon the far end of the Steps of Faith, leading an army of lesser kin. The massive creature is intent on destroying the exposed foundations of the remaining wards. Take up position alongside the Temple Knights and defend the structure from the ravaging faces of the Horde. Ah.
Potato is on. Can invite them.
Potato is on.
You're the leader.
I'll invite Potato. Come. Come.
So you were supposed to check how many people are on this.
8. I am going to quickly... In high level, no echo. Let's go! I'm going to quickly spend some tomes. Because I am maxed out on tomes.
I actually don't have a... I haven't been playing these kind of things.
Oh, no, not you. Rowena.
Nice. Just gonna be waiting here.
So Kata's not coming? Or anyone else?
Kata is not online, so I think she might be at work.
Okay. Then I will initiate a ready check. Oh, they're both going to be healers.
Oh, because we can have 2 healers now. Interesting.
We can.
They have to keep us alive.
Yeah, so if anyone dies, it's because of the Lalas. Whoa, win.
The heck? I thought I had ties for snack.
The power of the healers. Okay. There's Vidon. Or Visan.
It's pretty. Look, that's a pretty dragon. Can we have him as a mount?
Oh. Vishap, that's it. Let's go.
So big. Can't even target him.
It's a very big dragon. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, I'm
Just
under
stepped
him.
on me.
Not sure if that's good. But I am under him. I hope he doesn't poke on me. It would be awkward.
Focusing down the horse.
Okay, where is he?
Side slice.
Finally, I found a safe spot accidentally. That's fun.
I'm gonna assume we have to be behind him.
Yeah, I mean, works for me so far.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Stand us.
Doing another slice. So he's about to reach the cannons. Just reach the cannons.
Just walking.
Yeah, he's about to reach the first gate. I think we were supposed to use the cannons, I'm not sure. Alright, what's he gonna do? How's he gonna break through?
It's kind of stepped on me.
Breaking through the second layer.
Oh. I'm getting some lag. Oh, hello there.
There's a turtle!
Yeah, there's a turtle.
Get the turtle.
The turtle spawned on top of me.
Oh god, the turtle's attacking me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Let's keep running. Okay, we got it.
I really need to just not stand near the feet.
I don't know, worked for me so far.
Nah, it hurts.
We have so many bards, by the way, that's what's pointed out. Apparently. Oh no, sorry, those are like the NPC bards. It's so funny though that we're just like, you know, walking between his legs trying to shoot him. That looks so silly.
Trying?
We're close though.
We're succeeding, thank you very much. He's about to be dead. Limit break!
I'm getting some crazy lags sometimes.
We did it. This is schoolboy.
Yeah, this is schoolboy in our team. God damn it.
Oh god.
What? Now
They all
loot?
left.
Where's the loot?
It's now not.
Wait, can we go up here? I need to know.
Oh.
We can!
Oh my god.
Yes! Yes!
Why? Why can we come up here?
Why not? I would be very disappointed if we couldn't.
You can access a super cannon up there during the fight. Using it at the right timing deals a ton of damage. Yeah, I saw that there were a bunch of cannons, and I guess over time they must have nerfed the fight, so you don't need the cannons anymore. You probably need it, like, you know, when it's no echo and stuff. It would have been cool if they let you use the cannons, though, or like if it was still necessary.
Huh. Huh. I can't jump from this. To use stairs like civilized people. Oh.
Okay, let's get out of here. We protected the Ishgards. Thank you, Souko, and thank you, Potato, for keeping us alive. I apologize for letting the dragon step on me twice. It was a big step.
I'm surprising you didn't get stepped on even once, which considering my regular skill is quite impressive. Must be
It's a
pure,
very heavy dragon.
must be pure luck.
Are they flying away?
I mean, look, we killed their leader.
Oh, look, there's like a little Lala there. Who are these people?
Mm.
Who are these people?
Those are just random people.
But they weren't in our party.
No, they were. They were not in a party, but they were fighting with us.
Yeah, but like, why? Like, what? Like, who are they?
Ishgardians.
Like, it would have been. No, those three were adventurers. It would have been cool if those adventurers were
it
people
is.
that we recruited in the quest.
Yeah.
One of Nidhogg's greatest champions.
Wait, you didn't get the line before that?
No.
God damn it. They said that the dragons are withdrawing, the victory is ours. And then they showed the rest of it.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
That's why I was so confused who you're talking about.
Yeah, they're adventurers there. It would have been cool if those were the same adventurers that we recruited. but
Yeah,
they're
they
just
should
random.
be.
Yeah.
One of them looks like my squad person, by the way.
Your squat. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. What were you doing, Einstein? How were you doing?
Yeah, Einstein.
But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to kill him.
He's behaving pretty weirdly, isn't he?
No, like it's fine. I'm just pretty sure we're gonna have to kill him.
Wouldn't be surprised.
No. Light, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting.
Wait, was that it? Was that the war?
Commander Levelier, Light, true to your word, you've arrived to aid in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are still yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. Where's his bodyguard?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yes.
I too offer my thanks, Light. Through your deeds, we have achieved a victory of singular importance. I also agree. I was like, this was the war.
Yeah, like, was that the whole war? What?
This felt like the opening battle of a war.
Yeah.
That's what this felt like. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, and Ashians in the Empire, but step by faltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. I'm driving the van?
Yeah, I was gonna say, there are no vans in this world. What do you mean?
The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievements. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ul'dah, and reassign those braves whose squad suffered many losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll, and share your tale with Minfilia in person.
Do you think he's gonna get stabbed this time?
I'm pretty sure by the time we get to Revenant's Toll, we're gonna get, like, called and be like, Alfred's in danger!
He got stabbed.
Rush over. Yeah. It's gonna... Souko, we all know it's gonna happen. We know. We know. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Souko has a very nice jacket.
I said that! I literally
puffy.
said that!
It's very puffy. It's very fitting because we're in the snow.
Yes.
Group, I think it's time.
Huh?
Wait, what? Potato just said halfway done. We're halfway done? I thought we were near the end. Oh God, there's still so much left. Why is there still so much left? If you guys have more Lalas, the duty would have been over already. True. You got 5 to 6 quests? That's like another 6 months of content.
I mean, some of the quests are shorter than others.
I think we know where to go. Nine quests.
Souko, where did he go?
Potato, why are the number of quests getting longer? Why is there more quests? Where are they coming from? And me, I'm just cleaning the roof. Yes, the fence needs cleaning as well. Well, with that, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. We did a lot. We progressed the story, but at the same time, it also feels like the story hasn't moved at all.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good description of it actually.
Like there's yeah.
We have
I
the
don't
same
think we've had
problems we had.
Yeah, we haven't had a resolution for anything yet. We didn't even get to speak with Eorzean about Moonbreeder's death. Everything in Ul'dah is still the same. The Ishgard is still under threat because we both know that fight wasn't meant to be the thing. That wasn't the war that we were all expecting. There's probably more, but I think that the rest of that's going to be in Heaven's Ward. I'll be surprised. Yeah, I'll be surprised if we kill Lady Iceheart before Heaven's Ward. She feels like a Heaven's Ward person. I don't know.
So we have a Lala in the pond.
We do have a Lala in the pond. I think we all just need a bath after a long day at work. No. I wish I could float. I wish I could float in this pond, yeah. That'd be great.
I wish we could have fish in this pond. I still don't understand why the inside pond, the indoors pond has fish and this one doesn't.
That would be really cool if they, because you know how you can have fish in an aquarium. Yeah. It'd be really sick if you could have like a pond and you could add like koi fish or eels or whatever fish you want to it. And obviously there's like a limit, but it'd be really cool.
It would be cool.
You hear that, Souko? You need to tell Yoshi P that, okay?
Yeah, personally.
Yes. The next time you get in a call with Yoshi, then let him know. Let him know. We need interactive ponds. Yeah. With that, and do you have anything else you want to add, Krupp, before we head off?
It is very exhausting to follow a lot of plot lines at the same time, because like they do keep jumping from one to the other, and like sometimes it feels a little weird that they would forget about one thing and do another. Yeah, I guess we'll find out when we progress this. Speaking of which, don't forget to join our Discord to have the latest updates about what we do off stream or when we're gonna stream.
Yes.
And also my Discord streams potentially when I do OC stuff.
Potentially. Check us out on the Discords. We are there. Other people are there. Yes. Quack. Yeah, we'll continue this maybe next week. Tomorrow we have a Sparkling Tuna Cup. The day after, maybe we have time. Depends. Of course, we have other things going on. We have other things to work on. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Am I invited? You are invited. For sure. You've reinstalled the Final Fantasies for sure. We're playing again. Yes. We're working on actually getting to the end game. It'll take us another year, but we'll try.
Endgame.
Yes.
You mean like another 5 years probably for endgame.
If we're lucky. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you guys next time. Tune in tomorrow for Sparkling Tunic Up.
Yes.
We have some StarCraft. And then on Friday for Sea Duckling Open. And then on Sunday for Sentimiento Latino. So Saturday. And then Sunday for ESL Open Cup Asia. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.